sketchy go ichie.
Okay guys, let's get into it. We are back, unboxed version of Procreate 5X. To give you the specs, I am on my iPad Pro, first gen iPad Pro. In addition, I am using a version of this 5X. I don't know if it's as complete as what you would get on the newer versions of the iPad Pro. I believe there might be, I'm pretty sure most everything is in there. I think there's some subtle little things that I think the new rendering engine or whatever the software is happening on the new iPad Pro will allow you to do. But for the most part, these are the hardcore features that are in the update for the app. So I'm going to share those with you now, or continue to share those. This is part 2. Go back and check out part 1 if you want to kind of see me exploring this. And hopefully we together are going to kind of discover the best features of this app. And hopefully this will allow you to find elements of the app that will allow you to play with your workflow and create beautiful art using this upgraded version of Procreate 5X. So this piece of art here, I chose to give you something that I've already worked on. This is a logo design, or should I say illustration for a logo. This is for Joel Ferguson, who's like literally a world-class like Nashville steel guitar legend. He's out of Las Vegas, and he's in this Zoom group that I'm in called Spirit Animals. We do on every Friday. Brought on by Dana Satterwhite, great buddy, great guy. If you know him, you love him. Anyway, so I met Joel through that, and he reached out to me to do this logo for his band. I think it's Mighty Joe King. That makes more sense. Mighty Joe King, where he's wearing a little kingly crown, playing that steel guitar. So I put this in there because I wanted to show you a cool feature in the updated version of Procreate called reference, right? So again, Procreate 5X, here's the piece of art. So I'm going to zoom in really big on this kingly face. Obviously, it's very inspired by the Disney lions and the Disney cats. So that's the vibe he wanted, and that's what I went for. Anyways, so in our little wrench icon here, if you click on that guy, obviously you have all your actions. And within the actions, you have add and canvas and share and video and all these other good ones. But underneath canvas, there's a new feature called reference. If you see it right here, reference. If you click on that guy, this new window forms or appears. This thing is pretty incredible. What it does, I don't even know if I've unlocked all the possibilities, but I'm going to show you one specific thing that I think it's a great benefit to you in your rendering. So as you can see in the big screen here, I can zoom way in on this art, and I can see a little area right here where I've kind of over rendered. That line sort of leaves this little white area. You would never notice that on here, right? But if you noticed here on this little reference window, which by the way, you can move and reposition, and you can exit out here if you want to get rid of it, but you can certainly move it around wherever you want. It's definitely a great option. You have 2 modes, or I think there are actually 3 in the fuller version, where you can actually pull images right from the internet. But on my version, you have canvas and image. So if you select image, you can import an image, which of course is unbelievable. I mean, the fact that you can take an image and sort of import it from your library, or should I say your internal library, your photo album, if it will let me. Oh, there we go. It's a little slow. Again, like I mentioned, older version of the iPad, older version, well, not necessarily older version of 5X. But as you can see, listen, I have access to my entire, library of images, or should I say my photo album of images. So I'll just, for example, I'll select this little 5X thing, and it'll download it from the cloud. All right. Hopefully, I think it's working. And there it is. So now I have a reference image here. It if I want to. I can get rid of our lion guy. I can do a new layer. All right, let me zoom way out because we don't need to be that big for this particular demo. And, you know, I can start, you know, I can do a, whatever, a 5x, whatever, you know. So I would have this as reference, which I can zoom in on, you know, I can spin it, whatever. I would have that as a reference image. All right, that's just to show that you can see how powerful that would be to use. All right, and again, you just click on that guy and you can clear it. You can import something else, or you can clear it and it's gone. Okay, or you can go back to canvas and there we have our lovely canvas. Isn't that fun? All right, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you can resize this guy, bigger or smaller. Let me scoot him over there. There we go. See, you can resize this box to make it really a tiny presence on your screen. And see? And it's kind of out of the way and allowing you to kind of render at will on this side. Now the beauty of it is, like I was trying to indicate, look, I got a couple of random lines that I put in there. Let me get rid of those guys. There you go, they're gone. So for example, I will take my trusty eraser tool and I will erase the little, oops, I don't know if I had it selected, right? Can we erase that little section? And now it's perfect, right? But the cool thing is I can see how it looks on here. So let's do something fun. Let's do a little bit of, let's do a quick color pass on this guy. The reference feature, having that window available to you. You know, if you need to, you can put it off to the side or wherever else is comfortable. But just to kind of see, like when you're zooming in, to be able to see how it's playing on that art, or to be able to bring in images so that way you can use those as reference images to render from. You can have this reference screen available that you can move around to be able to render off of. That's a great feature, you know, and you can get rid of it when you don't need it. And of course you can bring it back when you do. Easy peasy, right? And of course I've shown that you can resize it. And that's that. All right, so here is Procreate 5X Unboxed Part 2. Please feel free to like the like button if you do. Matter of fact, like it if you don't. And also definitely do subscribe to the channel. I would highly appreciate it if you do. With that said, I will indeed sign off. I really do appreciate you guys following along with me, watching all my mistakes and watch me fumble through this. Yes, I'm a pro, but I don't know everything, and I appreciate you guys following along and picking up what I'm putting down. So, sketchy go ichie, live your moment. Happy sketching, y'all. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Thanks for watching. Peace.